right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are we all doing? The NBA Finals are here. They're tonight. I personally cannot wait. I'm going to be glued to that goddamn TV. We're going to listen to some of the players' final remarks. I got my vape here. We're going to talk a little bit of shit. I got some Krispy Kremes and some milk. We're going to turn out. But, what did I want to say? King David, you are the fourth and final winner. Let's make some noise for King David, guys. Let's make some noise for King David. Sir Lark, who won yesterday, was the first person that I've chose in all of the contests that I've done that actually chose the tickets instead of the money. Obviously, I'm still going to send him the money so he can get whatever ticket he wants or he can keep the remaining money, whatever. But everybody always just says, oh yeah, here's my Cash App, here's my Zelle. He was like, yo, no, I actually want to go to a game. So I thought that was pretty dope. Hopefully I see you at one of the games, Sir Lark. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I got my $1,000 play for Zingis' 100% going under. And I got Luka on the triple-double. I mean, he's averaging the triple-double both games he's played against Boston. So I'm feeling pretty good. Without any further ado, promo code Clark. Let's hop into these interviews.
You miss playing with each other. You wanted to play with each other. But for him to come out and say yesterday, not only how well you were playing,
started off with LeBron
being your teammate. Like, how do you react to that?
I mean, I have a great reaction. You know, it's appreciated. There's a lot of gratitude there as well. You know, obviously, I'm in a different age, different place in my life.
Should have treated him better, LeBron.
So is he, and I think we've both been able to mature and really appreciate what we got a chance to accomplish. I think there were some things that got in the way of our relationship when I was a little bit younger.
Right.
And now that I'm able to vocalize how I feel as a man and be comfortable in it and stand on my square and my beliefs and where I'm coming from, you know, I feel like our relationship is different because of that now. And definitely miss him playing out there, just making things easier, being able to run up and down the floor and just throw the ball to somebody like that, throw it in the air.
But fuck him!
As athletic as they come.
But fuck him!
But yeah, it's just a mutual respect for what we brought to the table. And his leadership, my leadership style, I think it meshed very well.
We're here now!
I'm learning a lot from him that I'm appreciative for the rest of my life. So, man, when he says comments like that, I just think back to just us having those moments where we're down in a series or up in a series.
Shout out to the Lakers, man. You gone?
Each other, and then off the court, families just meshing well. So
I've been trying to tell y'all boys about you guys.
Those times.
They don't listen to me, man. They don't listen to me.
Where we're able to reflect, but also now I'm at this stage and able to use some of the formulas that I was taught from him and some of the great teachers that have come before me. You know, I feel like I've been built for this moment because I've gone through some of the things I've gone through in my past with some of the guys that have transcended the game. So shout out to Bron for all that.
Damn, man, my camera died and I didn't charge the batteries. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Man, knows how to stir up a media storm and get everybody in here talking about us. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the future. And,
that's good ad promo, man.
Dave here in the left front.
Get that ad off.
David Bennett with ESPN. You mentioned the thing.
Kyrie, walk us through the necklace.
It's been 7 years since you left the NBA Finals. There are different teams since then. How are you going to apply all the experiences you had since the highs of 3 straight finals to this time? And did you recognize maybe over that period of time just how rare and how fleeting an opportunity like this can be to compete for the championship?
Yeah, I mean, it is a fleeting feeling. You know, just to be real with you, there's so many peers of mine that have spent the long years in the NBA trying to make it to the NBA Finals, Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals, and have gotten very close or have, you know, almost struggled or strived every single year to get back. And I had the chance to do it in my 4th year, my 5th year, my 6th year. And when I look back at those memories, I'm, you know, never regretful of how I treated it, but a little disappointed just on how I approached just that success. And I wanted to be able to enjoy it and take a breather and really taking the moment. You know, you're in the
But that's
middle
life.
of a 7.
That's life, though. That's life. Like, that's life. That's how everything is. You want to go back and, I mean, I be feeling that same way sometimes. But I feel like that's life. That's how everybody feels, kind of, So, I mean, as long as he doesn't regret the work, then I feel like we're good.
76-year history. I'm in the middle of a 76-year history
But
now,
I get
but
what you're
then
saying.
we were in years of history. And the NBA is very young still as a business.
You're taking it for granted a
when you
little
ascend
bit.
to this level and you've put in a lot of hard
Not
work,
purposely.
you've beat some of the best in the world, you're playing with some of the best in the world. I think at that point I just looked at it as, I'm going to be here every single year. And now that I'm at this age, I've been through what I've been through and been able to come out on the other side. I look at it as an opportunity that I don't want to take for granted, and I want it to last as long as possible.
Well, it sounds like Kyrie's locked in.
Because of how much.
It sounds like Kyrie's locked in. Because one of the things that I've been worried about is Kyrie in Boston. Last time Kyrie played in Boston, it was a little spooky.
But I've always reminded them that this is a process.
It sounds like he locked in.
Failure is going to be part of this too. So get it out your mind that this is about to be a clean sweep of everything's about to feel good throughout this journey and all that. So I'm just very real, very honest, and that's what's helped me grow as a leader is just accepting what I can control and what I can't, just letting it wait to the wayside, man, letting that go, how it's going to go. That's life. And basketball's been a great teacher for me, but life has been an even better one. Using those same principles that I'm learning in life to apply to basketball has allowed me to get to know my teammates better. There's no silent treatment that's coming randomly, throughout the year because I don't know how to emotionalize or vocalize how I'm feeling. So some of the things I struggled with as a young player, I've now been able to accept that this is what comes with being in this position, taking on the pressure, and then also teaching my team.
Yeah, he's ready. Got it. He's ready. Let's hear from the cool man himself.
Sports Illustrated.
Mr. Too Cool for School.
When Kristaps was traded to you guys a few years ago, there were a lot of expectations for the two of you to be successful. Why, in your mind, did it not work out maybe the way everyone hoped?
I don't really know. I don't know why it didn't work out. We were still both young. We tried to make it work, but it just didn't work. So moved on.
That nigga. That nigga. That nigga. What are y'all talking about? Why are we even talking about him? Him. Don't worry, Luka. I got your back.
About what Kyrie has meant to you as a teammate, but did his leadership skills surpass your expectations?
I mean, his leadership is amazing. The way he connects us, I think me and Kai are the leaders of this team.
That's a backhanded question. Why would he say, yes, his leadership has a...
So
No,
he's the one that is really leading. And he's keeping us all together and motivated.
Dave, right here.
Luka, Dave McMenamin with ESPN. One of your favorite players growing up, LeBron James, just called Kyrie Irving the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. Just as someone who obviously you're a basketball player as your occupation, as your passion, as your life goal. What's it like seeing the stuff you could break out in practice, in game situations, and do you guys kind of deep in each other's bags by being around one another?
I mean, some things
Deep in each other.
done, especially in practice. It's insane. The things he's even trying the game. It's insane that he can. I never see nobody make those shots, and I never see nobody try those shots. And obviously, we know the handles, but just some shots are crazy, and it's amazing just to experience this life.
Right in front, in the middle.
Luka, Jesús Quiñones, Telemundo, te quería preguntar, has estado en finales anteriores, ¿cómo crees que esta experiencia te ha preparado para estas finales?
¿En qué finales?
Juegos de campeonatos anteriores.
Bueno, estuve en el último, fue en Madrid, así que
Get in your bag.
buen recuerdo.
Get in that bag, boy.
Estaba en las finales de NBA.
Let's get into it.
Diferente, así que veremos, pero estoy preparado.
Sí.
Luka, Eric Mora de Telemundo Dallas.
All right.
Like 95 games this year or something like that. I know playing for Slovenia means a lot to you. Have you decided if you're going to play in the qualifiers, which would be just a couple weeks after the series, obviously?
Yeah, I think we'll see how my knees. But if it's a good, I'm gonna go play. Yeah. More games. You forgot what was that? World Cup before the season.
Standing all the way in the back.
Ball is life, pussy.
This is Jabari Smith,
It's live.
NBA correspondent.
I earned that 300. How they gonna say I didn't earn the 300? I played 100 goddamn games. I was the best in every game.
Amazing.
Run me to
First time
300.
hopefully it's not the last time.
What the hell? I need a Bugatti
So just enjoy the experience.
and a mansion on the beach. Fuck, I might buy a yacht.
Yeah, I think it's very loud crowd. Everybody knows that. I know they've been known for that. It's hard to play in this place. The crowd is amazing for their team, and all I gotta say is we gotta stay together. It's us against them, so we gotta stay together. But it's gonna be really hard to play in this crowd.
There comes a point for great players where you get defined by whether or not you've won a championship. How much, for you personally, does it mean to get one, and how much is that part of your motivation?
Great question. Great question.
I would say part of my motivation is I just love to win. And understanding the moment that I know how hard it is to get to the finals.
See, I don't like when he says all of that shit. Nigga, do you want to win or not? We don't want to talk about how hard it is to get here. How many times you been here? Watch. Give him, I swear to God, I haven't seen this. Give him 20 seconds to a minute. He's going to start talking about, oh, yeah, it's super tough. It's super hard to get here. I don't want to take it for granted. He always saying that, Tatum. I don't want to hear that out of you, nigga. Are you ready to win or not? I'm not even a goddamn Tatum fan. And I'm like, nigga, are you ready to win or not? What do we, come on, bro. I don't got time.
You're young, and if you've been once, that you would just continue to keep going. And we realized that last year. We kind of took it for granted at certain moments, and we didn't make it to the finals. And this year put things in perspective, and I think you could see in our excitement, right, when we won the conference. Obviously, that's not the end-all, be-all, but it really is tough to get to this moment. So I think right now, just staying present in the moment. I'm not thinking about, what it would mean for my legacy or anything like that. Just excited.
Nobody's asked you that. Do you want to win or not?
And go out there and try to get the job done.
I don't like that answer.
Jayson, Tim Reynolds.
Too humble for me.
Even though
too vague.
You already won an Olympic gold medal, and you've won a bunch of, hundreds of games here, obviously. When you look back at 22, do you almost feel like you had to go through it to understand what's different about this stage and what it takes to win the ultimate thing in this league?
I guess I hate that I had to go through it. I wish we would have won. But I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. There's a lesson to be learned in every situation, and I do feel a lot different this time, this go around. 2 years later, I'm excited for the opportunity for us to get the job done.
Mark, back right.
Mark Spears, ESPN's Landscape. Jayson, is this maybe it's perhaps this is the case with the Lakers, but does this franchise have a different pressure on it with all the banners, with all the legends,
100%,
trying to be amongst those names when it's all said and done, that in order to truly be there, you have to win a championship to do that?
You know the answer to that, of course, right? We only hang NBA championship banners, right? 17 of them. Some of the greatest players ever played this game wore this uniform, and all of us are honored to follow in their footsteps and the way that they paved for us to live out our dreams. So essentially, yeah, if you want to be one of the greats, right, to put on this uniform, every great before you won a championship. And that's what we try to play for every single season. The expectations are obviously different here. And, you know, it takes special players to be here and to be a part of an environment like that.
Second row here on the left.
Jason, Nick Galley, Field Level Media. You guys bring in Drew Holiday this offseason. He obviously had the title run with Milwaukee. Does he kind of offer a new perspective on the finals that maybe you guys didn't realize when you had your run 2 years ago?
Yeah, you know, with his presence in the locker room, obviously on the court, he just brings a different dynamic. I've said it all season, we're so lucky to have him on our team. Drew literally does any and everything that we ask and that we need.
Yeah, he's a
more
big
than
difference.
he's capable, right? You can
Their team is
get big
overpowered.
shots, obviously get a big stop, guard the 5-man if we need him to. So, you know, we're very, very lucky to have him.
Gary over here on the left.
Jason Gary Wash from Boston Globe.
I don't know, man.
Probably the most-
Maybe I'm biased. Y'all can tell me if I'm biased. But when I listen to this, to me, I don't know. We'll see. Because, I mean, Tatum's younger. He's better. He's more in his prime. I don't know. Kyrie just seems more ready to go. Tatum seems a little nonchalant. Maybe he's doing some reverse psychology stuff. I don't know. I don't know, man. It just seemed like Kyrie was just like, yeah, man, like, we took it for granted. Like, I might have took it a little bit more for granted. Like, you know, when I was younger, we're here. Let's do it. You know, like, I'm ready. Let's do it. Tatum, I don't know. He sounds more like Luka. I guess that's what you're supposed to say. You the all superstar, whatever. I mean, fuck. It's just a little nonchalant for me. I wanted a little bit more. I don't think he's going to give it to me. I'll watch another minute or so, pause.
During this postseason.
And then I'm out here. But I wanted a little bit more. Fuck.
To how much you smiled or didn't smile when Jalen won the MVP and things like that. How has it motivated you for this moment? Do you turn off social media when your son says something, or your friends, like your mother? How have you dealt with the scrutiny, and how has this kind of built you for this moment that you're about to face now?
I think more so than me, right? It's like my mom, my grandma, my family and friends. You know, they're more bothered by it than me. And, you know, I understand, like, if Deuce was to make it to the NBA and people were talking about him every single day as a parent, I wouldn't be able to separate the superstar from the child. So, you know, my mom took it a little tougher than maybe I did. But for me, I don't take it personal, right? Just a long break without NBA basketball. So they had to overanalyze every little thing and have something to talk about.
Nigga, are you ready or not? Nigga.
Did it get old? Yeah, but
are you ready?
It's the finals. They
Are
wouldn't
you
talk
ready?
about me if I wasn't good. So
Here we go. Give me a little that bag.
out of it and
Give me a little.
change the
Give me a little that.
Tanya, back right.
Tanya Ganguly, New York Times.
Give me a little of that, nigga.
You were talking a bit ago about
In the khaki bag.
legacy of this franchise and the weight that puts on you. Not you personally, but you know the weight that puts on any Celtics team. I'm curious, though, for you personally, is it helpful for you to think about the big expectations of the franchise? Is that motivating, or do you prefer as you're going through the playoffs to keep that out of your mind? And,
I'm not trying to think about that.
More narrowly about what's in
That's a stupid question.
yeah. And honestly, it's like I don't think about the future or what this may mean.
That's a dumb question. Why would she ask that? Obviously, and that's honest too. I don't think he's thinking about that. I think he thinks about it, but you can't think about that in the moment. Only thing he got time to think about in the moment is trying to win the goddamn. He's trying to win the goddamn game. Yeah, I wanted Tatum a little bit more. I don't know, but he's acting like Luka, kinda. So it is what it is. Luka not really giving much. He's sort of like in his chill bag. So I get it, but I wanted a little bit more out of Tatum. I wanted him to be a little bit more excited or a little bit more just something to make me think, oh shit, this nigga's really locked in. You feel me? I didn't get that. Anyways, that's gonna do it, man. Y'all leave all your comments below. I got the Mavs in 6, pussy. I got the Mavs in 6. I will be at game 3. Can't wait. King David, you're today's winner. Check that email, boy. And that's going to do it. I'm out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I can't do nothing without y'all. Let's go, man! I'm out.